it's OhYoNameTaty back again with another video. In today's video, we will be doing the review to The Flash season 7. Oh, I forgot. I was about to say season 3. Season 7, episode 3. So let's get right into it. Okay. So it starts off with Cisco being the first one to wake up, then Allegra loud ass, then Killer Floss waking up to fight. Like, we ain't never seen that shit before. This bitch ain't never been ready for a fight because she always getting knocked down, but apparently when it comes to Barry, she ready to get up and whoop his ass again. And they loud as hell, and Cisco like shh, 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 like he can't hear y'all. Like like y'all is loud as hell. And then they find Barry, and he over here crying over Iris's shaking body, like dropping tears all over her shirt and her neck. And I'm just like, oh, poor little Tang Tang. Like, I'm so sorry, Barry. Like, you thought you was doing one thing, and then you ended up messing up. They get Iris in the med bay, and she just laying there in a daze, just like she's just out of it. Like, she don't know where she is, she don't know where she going. And I'm kind of disappointed in that, because I didn't need Caitlyn to tell us nothing. Like, Caitlyn really didn't tell us nothing. She really couldn't do nothing. She just was like, oh, she's there. Like, I really wish that we would have saw the ongoing battle with Iris in that mental state, because like it just kind of felt kind of rushed a little bit. Like, yes, Iris has been in the Mirrorverse for 5,600 minutes, but it's like, damn, as soon as this bitch gotta get out, it's like, okay, like that was the perfect time to show us what the hell she going through, instead of having Caitlyn whack ass telling us nothing. Just stupid. It was rushed though. It was very rushed when she got out. Like, I was like, all this time y'all took trying to get this bitch out, now that y'all got her out, we can't see what she dealing with. And obviously we know she's dealing with something. And then I know in episode 4, Eric talking about like Iris is gonna see something, it's gonna be triggering for her, blah 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 blah, whatever. And did you notice that Team Flash had about a good 15 to 20 minutes of screen time and didn't do nothing? Didn't do a goddamn thing. And you trying to tell me that we need Cisco, Caitlyn, Chester P. Runk, Allegra Cole, and all these other people, for why? Why we need them? Why we need them? Why we need them again? I like Chester though. Yeah. He has such a pretty smile, girl. I love Chester. I like Chester. More colorful. And I like Allegra too. I do like Allegra. But why we need the rest of them? To be honest, we don't need them. Sue is back, and let me just say this. I don't know the actress' real name, but I'm so sorry, girl. Let me apologize to you on behalf of the Flash fandom. I'm so sorry, girl. Like, this was really supposed to be your moment. It was really supposed to be your moment, and Mr. Hartley messed it up for you, girl. I am really, really sorry. I am so sorry, girl. Like, this was really supposed to be her moment, because she was really good. Like, I loved her as Sue. She was quirky, she was witty, she was sarcastic. I loved it. And it's just like, he messed it up for her, and we ain't never gonna see her ass back again. They trying to act like Ralph he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. Now, last season, if they suspended him for this season, then okay. But that was his last season and scene. Okay? In the words of who said that? Nene? Oh, Tamar. In the words of Tamar Brown. Allegra tried to give Iris a little pep talk, and it was like, bitch, she can't hear you. Like, mind you, Allegra's pep talk to Iris I thought was good, but not needed. If we had known what Iris was going through psychologically, then it would have made sense for Allegra to talk to her. But your fans shouldn't have to guess. We shouldn't have to guess shit about what the hell Iris is going through. We should never have to guess. Ever have to guess. Since it can go over a lot of people. We should never have to guess anymore. We have been guessing since season 1 how Iris truly feels. Like, we shouldn't have to guess no more. And so Allegra's little pep talk was nice, but not needed, girl. Like, you don't need to first of all, how a newbie that's only been here some months gonna tell Iris about Barry and Iris? Girl, you can't speak. The only person that can speak on Barry and Iris is Joe. No, it's Joe and Cisco.
Yeah.
Only two people. Caitlyn can't even really speak on Barry and Iris.
She was hurt.
No, if this was back in season 1, she could have, because she gave Barry a lot of advice. She was Barry's advice go-to girl.
But she was still hurt because of her man.
Oh, because of her man, whatever. But then she got him back and then he died again. But yeah, like the only people that can speak on Barry and Iris is Cisco and Joe. Cecile whack ass can't speak on it because that bitch is not a mother, okay? Speaking of mothers, once again, Joe and Cecile ain't shit. Like, they really ain't shit. Like, he talking about kids, like they need to escape, and Joe like, no, I'ma stay here. You go, Cecile, you go. You know, you the only one that can fit in it anyway, in the little duck wall thing, whatever, in the air vent thing. You the only one that can fit it, cause let's be honest, let's be really honest. Jesse is like a good 6'4", 6'3", 6'4" foot, 200-pound man. Like, the brother got some weight to him, all right? Okay, he wasn't gonna fit in that goddamn air duct. So let's Cecile. Who?
I used to have a crush on him.
No, you didn't. Shut up. You had a crush on Jesse L. Martin. When he was in Rent? Shut up, girl. Cause he don't even want you in Rent. He didn't even want you in Rent.
I know he didn't.
Cause he was with that other girl.
I know.
So what the hell is you talking about?
I can have a crush on somebody.
Anyway, if you gonna have a crush on a character of that Jesse L. Martin did, you should have did Law and Order.
Well, whatever.
Should have did Law and Order.
I don't watch Law and Order.
Because he was fine in Law and Order. What the hell is you talking about in Rent? Girl, he was in love with that girl.
I don't care about that
He didn't want you. He wasn't looking at you in Law and Order. He was single. He was single in Law and Order.
Go to your notes.
Anyway, Joe and Cecile ain't shit talking about he gonna say kiss Jenna for me. Where the bitch at? The bitch. So you telling me both parents is at work? Who the nanny? 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 It ain't Keisha. It ain't Keisha. Who the nanny? Who the nanny? Who the nanny? Cause Keisha don't like kids. So who the nanny? 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 And this goes back to season 4. Like, I was watching the goddamn comic. I was watching the comic for season 4, and they were asking Cecile about. Season 5. They was asking Cecile about the baby, where the baby at, and is Barry and Iris gonna help with the baby? And Candy's gonna say no. That's Cecile's That's Cecile's job. Yeah. I was like. What? Like, girls, why y'all have kids? Why y'all have kids? Stupid. Just a stupid, like, kiss Jenna for me. What about your other kids? Tell Iris when she gets out I love her. What about your other kids, Joe? He don't give a about Iris. Never did. Spread it wide and let it low. He don't care who it is. Just a piece of shit ass parent. All he care about is goddamn Barry. Barry, I don't want to. Oh, Barry, I don't want. Oh, Barry. Now I understand how Wally felt in season 3. Oh, so you let Barry be a speedster. You let Barry run into danger, but what about me, bitch?
You can't be.
Get the out of here. Joe and Cecile are terrible parents. Why the hell would you bring Cecile on the show knowing that she was never going to be a mother figure towards Iris, knowing damn well Iris never had a mother to begin with? Like, that's just so dumb. And I hope they never get married. Live in sin. Because until Barry and Iris get a vow renewal, bitch, live in sin. Y'all was shacking up, had a whole baby. Living in sin, continue to live in sin, bitch. And don't have no other kids. They are living in sin. They ain't married, having what's it called? Premarital sex, having premarital sex. And then on top of that, had a baby out of goddamn wedlock. Ralph is back again. But you can't see his face or hear his voice. Sue gotta talk to him, girl. And Sue talking about, Ralph, somebody said that Ralph cleared Sue's name. And I'm like, how the hell he do that in such a short period of time? But that's not the point. We ain't supposed to care, give a fuck. because that storyline is through and over with. So they had to clean it up real quick. Like, oh, he cleared her name already. Like, girl. They said that Chester said, oh, he cleared her name so fast, girl. Woo, go ahead, Chester. Get that screen time, baby, with your cute ass. Oh, he's so fine, girl. I'm gonna find out his real name. He look like a Greg. No, he don't. He look like a Brandon. He look like a Brandon. I think that's his name in real life. I think his name is Brandon Knight.
Sure?
I think that's his name for real. He look like a Brandon. It's the smile. I ain't never seen a Brandon with an ugly smile before. Never. And I know a few Brandons. Who is honking?
You see people still coming this way.
Stupid ass bitch.
Yes. That's why your ass can't go now.
Oh, girl, I'm hangry because I'm hungry and angry. As I was saying, yeah, he looked like a Brandon. I've never seen a Brandon with an ugly smile. And I know two Brandons, and they both had pretty smiles. And they both was fine, too. I bet you they look even finer now. Since we adults.
There's a Brandon Mims runner for the
I don't care.
Of Compton.
I don't live in Compton. Anyway, about Brandon Knight. Yes, Kiana, but girl, that's not their last name. Okay, so it goes back to Barry and Iris, and Barry's like, come back to me. And he touched her little hand with her diamond, shine bright like a diamond. And he touched her little hand, and it's a spark. And then it shows the flashback from it was just so good. Shows the flashback from season 1 when Iris touched his hand, and she knew that Barry was the Flash from that spark of when Reverse Flash kidnapped Eddie. It was all the West Island scenes were really beautiful. It slowed the whole episode down, and I really enjoyed it because everything was pretty much fast paced until West Island had scenes together.
It really took their time.
Yeah, it really took their time, and I really enjoyed it. And so, you know, the spark kind of like woke her up, but woke her up from what is the question that you know, I'm kind of a little bit like upset by, because it's like we really don't know Iris' mental state when she got out. Like, yeah, she was shaking, you know, and everything like that, but like, what is she going through right now? What is she trying to fight? What is she fighting to try to get back to Barry? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I felt like we should have saw. So Iris gives Barry his powers back and much more, girl. She gave him a house. She gave him a pinky white fist and 5 kids, girl. She gave him everything she had. I'm just kidding. No, but through Iris, Barry created much more than I think he can handle. She gave him the 4 forces: the speed force, the sage force, the steel force, and the strength force. And I thought it was Power Rangers at first, bitch. And let's talk about goddamn Harrison Wells' creepy ass. I don't know.
Scary as hell.
I don't know one person who wears glasses consistently, meaning that you only take your glasses off at night when you go to bed. I don't know one bitch who wears glasses, who take their glasses off to see better. Bitch, we do this. We do one of these. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, because we gotta make sure there ain't no spudge in our glasses, so we do one of these. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? We don't do no taking our glasses off. Baby, something is wrong with that Harrison Wells. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's Reverse Flash, but I think it has a lot to do with Reverse Flash. Something weird with him. I don't like it. But yeah, Iris is pregnant now. That's how she got pregnant. Through that little ball, and Barry lightning flash, and it opened up the portal. So, you know, let's talk about this. I want them fanboys to come down Lee Street and say something about Iris giving Barry his power back and it not making any sense. Bitch, did you not see last week's episode when Killer Frost had speed? And that didn't make not one lick of sense? Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Cause like you can't say shit about Iris. You really can't say nothing about Iris when you had Killer Frost running down Crenshaw Avenue with her cold blasters and speed, when that don't make not one lick of sense. So when Iris, dang, I kind of skipped, but let me go revert back. when Iris was giving Barry his speed back, she was saying, we need you, we need you, we need you, I need you. And somebody said that she was talking about Nora. That would have been cute if she was. I don't see how, but it would have been cute if she was. Let's talk about the hug, girl. The hug was so, oh, my back cracked at that hug, because it's like that's all we gonna be getting is hugs. So we really can't enjoy nothing else. All we gonna be getting is hugs and like longing looks, because they ain't gonna kiss. I was really hoping that they filmed the reunion before the panorama, but they didn't. So but you know, when he held her ass up, girl, he held her up, and I just was like, ooh, yes. Wrap them arms around her body. Yes, okay. But the line was corny. Like, you might like Barry, you really don't have to be saying nothing, daddy. Like, Barry just be corny as like Iris really love Barry because he be saying the most corniest. Can I turn that up? Like, Barry be saying the most corniest shit. Like, when he said in season 3 episode 4, talking about you not so bad yourself. Then in the deleted season 4, when he was like, oh, I'm a speedster, we have all the time. Like, Barry just be saying some of the corniest shit. But Iris love his stanky little toe, cause the fight scene was pretty cool. The fight scene was sick with Eva. The fight scene was sick, but yet again, you got Iris saving the day. Iris saved the day,
like always.
And I say again, what is the use of these Team Flash motherfuckers if Iris gonna save their asses if somebody else gonna save the day every time? Team Flash ain't. If you notice how they say Barry ain't never saved the day in the season finale, neither has Team Flash. Neither has Team Flash. Caitlyn or Cisco has never saved the day. Eva was such a badass, but went out like a punk in my opinion. Like, it's like, why, like Eva, since DeVoe, Eva has been my favorite villain. And you know, she was sickening boots down, and just for her to need somebody to give her a 5-minute, not even a 5-minute, bitch, a 2-minute therapy session, and she was like, oh, that makes sense, okay, I'll stop it. What? That bitch should have went out like a G and escaped. I didn't need Eva to die. I needed that bitch to escape. Like, I needed it to be like how blood work. Like, is he coming back? Is he not coming back? Like, what's gonna happen? I feel like she went out like a punk. I did not enjoy that. I thought it was lame as hell. Like, Eva's plan was to invade Central City and create this new world. This bitch has been planning this since the day after the particle accelerator, when she got stuck in the mirror. And you telling me that all she needed was to talk to Iris for 30 seconds, and she like, oh, okay, I'm done. Let me go back to my dimension. What? Oh, sorry, I got mad. Like, she's seen Barry fight. Like, she's been watching Iris for a long time. We really don't know how long she's been watching Iris. We just know that bitch has been in the mirror since the particle accelerator. But for her to watch Iris means she had to be watching Barry too. Meaning she had to be watching all the villains they went through. And you telling me that all this hoe needed was to be needed a 15-second talk. Anyway, Cisco and Camilla don't believe it, and I don't like it. Talking about, oh, I love you so much, and as soon as I see you, I'm gonna kiss you dead in the mouth, girl. And I was just like, but are you though? Are you? I don't really believe it. I don't believe it. Like, it's just not believable. Like, let me tell you this. Barry and Iris have always been the main ship on the show, but Cisco and Gypsy was right there along with them. People enjoyed Cisco and Gypsy together. I could tell you, nobody wants to see Camilla and Cisco together. Nobody. So then Allegra, Harrison, and Cisco have a scene together. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I really don't care. This girl went from hating him all of season 6. Now she's crying because he dead and gone. And I'm just like, but you never knew him, girl. He only knew you. And he knew that version of you. He doesn't know this version. Forget it. Barry is back and happy, girl. I don't know what happened in them 18 hours before they went back to Star Labs the next day. But girl, obviously something happened because Barry over here doing backstrokes and body rolls like it's no tomorrow. He over here joking. Shut up, Kiana. He over here joking and being light and airy. He just glad to have his wife back. He embarrassing her. She like, baby, please stop it. Girl, I have missed. Iris hasn't called Barry babe or baby in such a long time, girl. Like, my back just spasmed, you know. It was just lovely to hear, you know. And whatever happened in them 18 hours, girl. I'm telling you, Barry is a happy camper. He took his wife home, and you know, they did what grown people do, because ain't no way that he went from crying in Star Labs about his wife and all this other shit to 18 hours later, bitch, he in Star Labs doing body rolls. And starting from the neck too. So that means she taught him how to do that. Okay. She might be pregnant here. So so in that scene, Ralph talking about he'll be back, and I'm like, I don't think so, baby. I don't think so. But yeah, overall, I give this like an 8. I definitely liked episode 2 better than the finale. Just because I just felt like they were trying to rush and like get over this Eva, this Eva like plan and everything like that, when in reality I felt like when they knew that the Pizza Hut was happening, they should have prolonged her screen time. Meaning that just because in reality, see, episode 3 is supposed to be our season finale, doesn't mean it has to be displayed as one. Because it definitely felt like a finale. But it's like, we in a panorama, that means that you could get more creative with your storytelling, knowing that episode 20 was 80% done. So when you got to episode 22, you could have like prolonged it. Yes, Iris could have still got out the Mirrorverse, but Eva could have still been going off what they planned. Like, I kind of hate the fact that sometimes Team Flash and Barry don't know how to multitask, but when it's time to multitask, it just happens out of the blue. Like, you were able to defeat the villain and get your wife back. I don't know. I just didn't like that. I wanted Eva to last way longer. Yeah, I wanted her to last way longer. I kind of wanted her side effects to be the same as Iris's side effects, because definitely Eva, you know, she went mad in there, and Iris wasn't in there as long, but she was in there for some months. So I feel like episode 3 should have been totally focused on Barry getting his speed back and him focusing and Iris going through what she's going through, and let Eva have the madness of Central City for a little while, you know. And then when Iris gets her bearings, and you know, then Barry can focus on, because like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, I don't know, maybe I just like a well thought out story, because it just felt like Iris telling her, this is wrong, you shouldn't do this, and she like, okay, you're right. Like, it was just a cop-out to me. But overall, yeah, I feel like it was an 8. It was still good. It had some great West Island moments, were always great, always be good. I don't have any expectations for West Island, knowing that we won't be getting any physical contact, no lip touching, no nothing. So my expectations are low for West Island, but I know that Grant and Candace will do a great job with whatever they are given. So that's nothing to really worry about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and